Lightweight, portable, powerful and enjoyable are just a few words to describe the brand new Philips Screeneo UL5 Smart and why you should consider purchasing it today. So starting with design and connectivity, Screeneo can be picked up and moved into a different room to create an at-home theatre or enjoy gaming on a huge 100-inch screen in a matter of seconds with no drama. It only weighs 1 kilo or 2.5 pounds, allowing for maximum portability with super compact design with a footprint smaller than an A4 piece of paper. Its actual measurements are 94 by 86.6 by 206 millimeters. It isn't just used as a traditional projector. The UL5 can actually be orientated to a vertical standing position, allowing it to be used on a desk, table or any surface as a monitor, gaming experience or even a cinema screen. Moving around our projector, you'll notice a fabric design towards the front where the power button is located. This is the housing for your built-in 2 3-watt speakers with Dolby Digital decoding. Via Bluetooth, you also have the option to connect external speakers, as well as gaming controllers, keyboards, mouse and earphones, all thanks to Bluetooth 4.2. On the left, you have 2 USB-C ports, one for power and one for connecting a laptop, smartphone or tablet. The choice is yours. You will find 2 strips of rubberized feet at the back so you can stand up your projector in a vertical orientation. Down the right hand side we find a HDMI which is 2.1, allowing us to connect a laptop, a console, Blu-ray player plus so much more, and the choice is yours. And there is a USB-A port which has a power out of 5 volts, or a multimedia port that can be used to connect a hard drive, flash drive, a gaming pad, keyboard or mouse once again. Plus don't forget you have dual Wi-Fi 2.4 and 5 GHz and the ability of Wi-Fi screen mirroring, Miracast and AirPlay. With all of this connectivity options available, you shouldn't have any issues connecting any of your devices. Taking a deep dive into the key details, Philips have been working for 20 plus years to innovate and create projectors to bring enjoyment to so many people. With the introduction of the brand new UL5 Smart, that hard work continues with all of the features packed into a small form factor which offers an ultra short throw triple RGB laser projector able to achieve an ideal 100-inch screen. Its display technology is DLP, with its light source being a triple laser RGB, allowing for a brightness of 550 lumens, with a full HD resolution of 1920 by 1080 and a light source that lasts over 25,000 hours, which translates to over 1,000 days of continuous usage, offering a standard level of HDR for your content with HDR10, ultra wide color gamut for all of those colors popping and coming alive, with DCI P3 150% coverage and a contrast ratio of 1800 to 1, plus an aspect ratio of either 16 by 9 or 4.3. You can set up your display whatever way you want to. With its built-in AMT972-B CPU and its 2GB of RAM plus 16GB of storage, allows it to be able to achieve between 40 and 120 inches of screen, with a recommendation with using a 100-inch screen size for the best contrast and brightness from just 20 inches or 51 centimeters away from the wall or area you want to project onto. On the remote control, which we'll look at shortly, is buttons allowing you to change between presets created for standard, vivid, movie, game, user and eco. Within the settings section, you're able to adjust your color temperature, your brightness, your contrast, saturation, hue, sharpness and even color calibration. Options to select projector modes from front, ceiling, back or back ceiling, plus options for keystone corners for making sure it all aligns correctly. It's simple, it's easy to do, and we'll talk a little bit more about this a little bit later on. So stepping aside from all of those heavy details, let's talk about something that will make us happy, and that's never worrying about what to watch. With all of these apps keeping you very happy, the UL5 comes with Lumen OS, with apps from the likes of YouTube, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Apple TV+, plus so but much more. There's even access to a store of apps. Simply click and they will simply download for you. Making sure to connect to your Wi-Fi, allowing you to enjoy all of those apps, and also they will keep updated. And the question would be for me now is, if you had this projector, what would be the first film or what would be the game that you would play first? Looking forward to reading your suggestions in the comments below. So as many of you may know, I'm registered blind, and accessibility and ease of use is important to me when reviewing a product. So it's really nice that I can highlight some features here. So it's simple, it's easy to use, there's minimal setup, and one button to turn on or off. Then moving on to the remote control that comes with your projector. It is simple, it's large button layout and easy to understand. Your power button is at the top left, your input selection is at the top right. The option for focus, are either manual or the use of the AI driven autofocus. Come then to the 4 directional pad navigation, and there is an OK button in the middle. Under the directional pad you have your back button, then you have your home button in the middle, as well as a settings button over to the right hand side. A horizontal volume rocker controls. So you have a mute button, so you're able to mute on the left, and on the right there is an arrow icon allowing you to use a navigation arrow on your display. Finally, at the bottom you have brightness button on the left, and then on the right is your presets. As I said, the remote has large controls which are easy to read, and one thing I would like to say is if they could make it slightly darker, as it's white and grey accents on the remote. So if it was black and white, that would be really helpful for me from an accessibility point of view. There is a real positive here, as there's a little nubbin on the power button on the top left, and by feeling this you would understand that you're at the top left and then work your way through the buttons. As I have mentioned, there's not that many accessibility settings on this projector, but there isn't in any other projector that I've reviewed. I do like the connectivity of this projector, allowing me to connect all of my devices to a much larger display, and options of digital zoom is available on this projector. So overall experience and what I have felt when I've watched this projector and been using it. I've had so much fun testing and reviewing this latest Screeneo UL5 smart projector from Philips, and sad to send it back, but I know I've watched so many films and I've enjoyed playing so many games, and I must say it's the way forward for playing games, having just such a huge screen if you're able to. I would like to say you do need it dark in your room and at night time, so you can maybe make your room dark with blinds or curtains, but once it's dark it is so enjoyable. But you could make your room darker. Also having the option of flexibility to turn it up onto a vertical position, allow me to see this on my desk or as a backup monitor or a gaming display when my wife has kicked me out the living room as she wants to watch TV. Changing settings or choosing presets, which has been easy. It's nice to have that option as well. You don't want to go manually change these. One thing I noticed when using this projector for a prolonged amount of time is the fan. So when using internal speakers you may need to turn this up, or you do have the flexibility and connectability of connecting external speakers. Having all of these flexibility and connectability options of either packing up and going and taking your projector into another room, standing it up in a vertical orientation, or just connecting any device you see fit to connect to, I think is so key, and one of the key selling points I found here. And able to just pack up and go whenever you want. So you can take it to a friend, you can take it round to your family. So for me, I've really enjoyed this. It's been a projector I have used most days. So in the night time I've been watching movies, multiple different apps to choose from. It's been really enjoyable. Yes, there are different things that you have to learn with projectors, in like making sure your keystone corners are set correctly, making sure your projector is set in the best option as well, so how far away from the wall, and also just getting used to connecting your devices and seeing them on such a large screen. But it has been so much fun. So what do you think? Is it for you? Let me know in the comments down below. If you wish to get yourself a huge discount, make sure to check out the pre-order link in the video description, but there isn't much time left, so if you're watching this a month or so later on, I will add the latest link into the video description where it is then available. I have also added a link to Philips website where you can go and learn more and decide not if but when you are going to purchase this Philips Screeneo UL5 Smart Ultra Short Throw RGB triple laser projector. From me, Ricky, thanks for watching and have a great day.